project, you are going to be creating a Sonobe, and it looks kind of like this. It's an origami project, and it's made of actually 30 little squares of paper. So I'm going to tell you a really silly story in just a minute to help you remember how to fold your papers. But the first step is to take just some drawing paper. You'll need 5 sheets of drawing paper, and you'll need to decorate it with the colors that you want, either with paint or, in this case, I used crayons. Don't spend a lot of time on the design because you won't be able to see a lot of detail in your finished example, so you just want to get the colors that you like on there and fill up your page. So once you've done that, I will cut them into little squares like this, 4 by 4 squares. And what you will do is begin folding them. And so here's the silly story that I was going to tell you to help you remember how to fold. When I was in high school, I used to babysit a lot, and one of the families that I babysat for lived all the way on the other side of town. I lived over here and they lived over here. So whenever I went to go and babysit for them, I had to go clear to the other side of town. And so fold your paper in half like this, and then open it up. And the way that I could tell if I was at the right house was because this particular family was pretty wealthy, and they had these beautiful double doors in the front of their home. So go ahead and fold each side of your paper to the center to create those double doors. So there's the double doors, you can see them. And the thing that made this babysitting job kind of difficult is that this family had 2 sets of twins, okay? And the first set of twins was the oldest set, obviously. And the way I could tell those children apart is one of the kids always ran across the house from left to right. So fold your paper from left to right, like this. And the other kid always ran from right to left. So fold your paper like this. And if you open up those triangles that you just folded, you'll see the other set of twins. So we have this set of twins, the big triangles, and then the little baby twins. And after I had let them run around and play for a little while, then they were always tired, so I had to put them to bed. And I put the babies to bed first, so take the baby triangles and tuck them in. Do the same thing to this other side. Okay, and then the big kids had to go to bed, so I had to tuck them in. So take this big triangle and tuck it under the sheet. And then the last one is always the hardest to get to bed, so put the last one, tuck it under. It's a little bit more tricky, but you can do it. And once I got them put to bed, I went downstairs, so flip your paper over and into the kitchen to make a sandwich because I was exhausted and really hungry. So take your sharp point and fold it all the way down this long edge to the not so sharp point so you can start to make your sandwich. It doesn't look like a sandwich yet. So take this sharp point and fold it up to the not so sharp point. And as you can see, it looks like a sandwich, but I don't like to eat my sandwiches whole like that. I have to cut them in half. So make a half a sandwich, and then you're done with the first piece. So after you finish the first piece, you'll want to fold several more pieces so that you can slide them together. As you can see, they have pockets where they slide together, so they're like old school Legos. And start putting them together to form your Sonobe. So this is the start and this is the finish. And I'll make another video about how to put them together.